of the things that we've done is added in the ability to create a system. So again, I've got my customer record here, Bold Towers, and within Bold Towers, I have multiple systems. So I have my Instant Connect system, I have my burglary system here with a panel, and then I have my iView Now system. And we do treat it just like it's a system, and it will send information into us via IP using a transmitter ID and a receiver line prefix. So all of that's defined in the iView Now portal so that when we receive that signal in Manitou, we can associate it with, again, that proper account and display that within Manitou. So what I'm going to ask iView Now to do right now is to go ahead and trip a signal, and I'm going to open up my alarm queue. And we'll go ahead and see that signal come on into Manitou and show you what it looks like. So here we have the alarm that's come in. We've got Bold Towers here. We've got it as burglary video verified. And I'm going to go ahead and double-click on that to bring that up to the system. And again, we're presented with our normal information. We've got the customer name. We've got the dealer information. We've got the alarm-specific information. And again, in this case, it's a burglary video verification that we have. And I've got my action pattern here. Now, depending on whether you're using the pop-ups or the alarm ribbon, you'll notice over here that I've got my alarm ribbon and my media clip icon is flashing. So that's letting us know that there is multimedia data available for this alarm. Would we like to view it? So I'm going to come over here and click on Yes, and that will go ahead and launch the iView Now portal so that the operator can go ahead and view both live and clip video, again, depending on the technologies installed out there at the customer site. So here's a live video feed in the main screen, and then we've got the clip video that's displaying over here that actually triggered that event for us so that we can, again, see that clip-based piece as it's running through, and we can replay it if we want to go through and replay that clip message of the actual pre- and post-alarm event trip there. So we can see someone coming out, waving at the motion detector and setting that off. But again, we've got the live view over here on the left-hand side. Now, some of the other options available within the system is, right now we're watching that one camera in live view, but there's the ability to go quad within the iView Now portal. So I can click on that, and what that will do is connect me to multiple camera views that we have out at that location. So again, we've got that main camera, camera 1 here, but we've also added in 2, 3, and 4 so that we've got additional cameras that we can see out at the customer site. Again, just adding in some additional information if you're verifying that it is a burglary alarm before dispatching the police. Now, the other thing to point out, if I jump back here to my alarm screen, you can see that we received our main alarm here, the burglary alarm that came into the system. And then beyond that, we have operator accessed. So in this particular case, we did receive a signal here where the operator accessed the live video, and then the clip was viewed by the operator. So again, all of this is put into the activity log so that not only do you see the alarm information, but you can see everything that the operator did within the iView Now portal, from accessing the live video, viewing the clip, or even switching into that quad view so that we can go ahead and, again, report back to the customer exactly what the operator did when they were viewing that particular alarm. Now, the other piece I want to do is jump back here to the browser. And there's a close alarm down at the very bottom of the screen. So when I click on the close alarm, that essentially will close out the video piece, and the operator will no longer be able to see the video piece within the system here. And it will also, again, add that into the customer activity log that the operator manually closed this particular alarm event within the iView Now portal. So again, it's one of those where, as far as the live view goes, your operators are only going to view live view video when there's an alarm situation. And once they close that out, again, that video is no longer accessible to them. So anyone with privacy concerns certainly has that covered here through this particular alarm event. Now, there were a couple of other things that I did want to demonstrate just from a kind of a video standpoint here. Let me go ahead and hit the log details, and we'll close out of that. A couple of other things that we wanted to show you just from a programming standpoint on the Manitou side. And I'm going to go ahead and close out of this particular alarm. But one of the things that I've done for this particular customer record is iViewNow has provided us with a number of different signals that will come into the system. So in this particular case, we've got a complete default zone list here that will, again, trigger not just video events, but whether or not there's communication with a DVR and a number of other events that will come into Manitou. So each one of these events can be programmed within the system so that you can go ahead and, again, associate those in, bring those into the customer activity log, and have an integrated record with the alarm history of all of the different actions, in this particular case, with the iViewNow portal. But some of the other things that we can do from a Manitou standpoint is go in and do some different advanced programming for all of these different video type products or verification events that are coming into the system. So one of the things that I've done is for this particular account, I went in and created an after hours video schedule. So this is done through Manitou by going into our general schedules and adding a programming schedule. So we can come in here into edit mode, and we'll go ahead and hit add here. And this is where you can go in, give the schedule a name, a description, and again, go in and select the type. And if we're doing this as a programming piece or an advanced programming piece on the transmitter side, we'll want to create this as a programming schedule. So what I'm going to do is, again, we've created one already here that's Monday through Friday that excludes business hours of 8 to 5. And then again, Saturday and Sunday all day. Now, if I go into my programming, and we'll go over to Systems, and we'll take a look at the programming that we have set up for the transmitter here, one of the things that you'll notice is the BA9 is the event that I have coming in for this burglary with video verification. And I've added into it this advanced programming piece here that if it comes in within the schedule, I want to actually change that event to a BAC, a burglary while closed. And again, you can go through and kind of rename these different events so that they're descriptive for your operators. But in this particular case, what that will do is if that video clip comes in during the hours that we've specified in that general schedule, in other words, anything that's not Monday through Friday, 8 to 5, what we'll do is we'll generate a different action pattern within Manitou. So there's a different standard operating procedures or SOP that's presented to the operator. And in this particular case, again, we've gone through, we've done this in schedule, and we flagged that in schedule to that VPM schedule that we just created from a general schedule standpoint. We've created this new event here of a burglary while closed, and we'd want that to generate an alarm. And when it generates an alarm, it's going to associate it with this AHS action pattern that I have set up in Manitou. So if we go back over to our action patterns here, we can kind of take a look at the different action patterns that I have set up. So normal burglary, we're going to contact the customer, we're going to contact George Washington, and we're going to contact the police. But if we get that after hours one that comes in, we're going to first of all send an email notification out to one of our key holders. Then we're going to contact the police. Then we're going to go ahead and start calling an RP list that we have in the system, whether they're key holders or contacts. Now again, these are completely customizable by the central stations to follow whatever the customer's needs or requirements are, as well as any local authority requirements that may be imposed on the way that things are handled for that particular account. So again, we just wanted to point out the fact that within Manitou, you don't just have to have the alarm come in and generate a standard operating procedure. You can actually vary that SOP or the action pattern dependent upon a schedule or whether or not multiple trips have come in. In that case, it would be kind of a confirmed alarm. So again, there's a lot of flexibility when you're setting up the system to go through and really give your operator all of the information that they need to properly handle the alarm. At this particular point, we'll go ahead and thank everyone for joining us here today, and thank Larry and iViewNow for being part of this video presentation, part of our webinar here on video verification, and enjoy the rest of your day.